Hello, boys and girls. It's me again, Mr. C, and today we're going to read to you from another one of my favorite books. It's called Katie Woo, Boss of the World by Fran Minuschkin, illustrated by Tammy Lyon. Here we go. Chapter 1. Katie Acts Bossy. Katie Woo and her friends took a trip to the beach. "Let's do everything together," said Katie. "We'll have so much fun." "Let's build the biggest sand castle in the world," shouted Pedro. "You two can carry the water to me. I will build the castle," said Katie. "That's not fun," Jojo said. "I think it is," replied Katie. When the castle was finished, it wasn't very big, and it kept falling down. "What a rotten castle," Katie moaned. At lunchtime, Katie shouted, "I'm so hungry I could eat an elephant." "Me too," said Jojo and Pedro. They passed French fries around, but Katie ate most of them. Jojo and Pedro had only 3 fries each. "I'm still hungry," said Pedro. Katie grinned. "I'm not," she said. Chapter 2. Swings and Shells. After lunch, Katie said, "Let's lie on the blanket. We can watch the clouds and kites flying by." "Katie, move over," Pedro said. "You are taking up all of the blanket." "It's my blanket," Katie said. She did not move 1 inch. Pedro and Jojo had to lie on the itchy sand. "Let's go over to the playground," Pedro said. "There are big swings there." The 3 friends raced each other. Katie got there first and grabbed the only empty swing. Jojo and Pedro watched her swinging for a while. Then they walked away. "What's wrong with them?" Katie wondered. She ran after her friends, saying, "Let's look for seashells." The 3 friends took off their shoes. They walked barefoot along the shore. The waves tickled their toes. "I see a giant shell," Pedro shouted. He began running, but he tripped over some driftwood and fell down. Katie grabbed the seashell. "Hey, that's not fair," said Jojo. "Pedro saw the giant shell first." "Finders keepers," Katie insisted. Jojo and Pedro made faces and walked away. Chapter 3. No More Meanie. Katie grabbed her beach ball and began tossing it around, but it wasn't any fun. Just then, Jojo and Pedro and Jojo's dad began swimming and splashing around in the waves. Katie ran over, shouting, "I want to swim too." "No," yelled Jojo, "you can't. The sea belongs to us." "That's silly," Katie said. She laughed. "The sea can't belong to you." "And all the French fries don't belong to you," said Pedro. "And all the seashells," added Jojo. "And the blankets and swings," said Pedro. "Uh-oh," said Katie Woo. "I think I have been a meanie." "For sure," said Pedro and Jojo. "I'm sorry," said Katie. "I won't be a meanie anymore. Is it okay if I share the sea with you?" "Yes," said her friends, and there were plenty of waves for everyone. Well, boys and girls, that brings us to the end of our story. Katie Woo, Boss of the World by Fran Minuschkin. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope you remember the important lesson. Always share with your friends. Until next time, this is Mr. C saying bye-bye.